Hello, welcome to August 4th and the new moon. I'm very excited about today. We are having a lot. Oh, we have things flipping already. Feeling very saucy today. I think the cards must be too, because they're like, all of a sudden I started shuffling. I want to jump out. I want to jump out. The new moon in Leo, as we wait for the cards to finish. Ancestor. And look at that moon. Yeah, the ancestors are all over this. So the new moon in Leo is about joy. It's about finding your creativity, your inner child, the love that you show and the love that you receive. So I think it was a great idea that we take a look at a few different cards today as we're looking at these things. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of the deck here. The phoenix rises into joyful abundance. Yes. Gorgeous. And the ancestor card, I want you to see that again, because it's very true that there's so many people behind you, right? They're there for you. Okay, what else do we have? Top of the deck. Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. We are going through a lot of changes and will be going through a lot of changes in the future. And we do need, and this is an 11 card, I do think that we need to be aware that as we go through these changes, we are up leveling, and it is very much like that spiral energy. You think you're going in circles, but no, you're going higher and higher, and your great wave awaits. And if you look, you can see the faint outline of a flower. Yeah, and I think that what's going to be happening, and the astrology just basically says there's going to be something happening and it's going to be unexpected. So I have a tendency to just kind of, okay, so this is what's meant, and what is meant for me is going to be coming to me, and what is not meant for me will be cleared out of the way. And if I haven't been following my path, it will get me on it. And if I've been on it, I get a quantum leap. So I think Uranus has a tendency to do that with some of the energies that we have coming up. So what do we have going on here? Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups energy. The phoenix rises into joyful abundance. Magician energy also from the bottom. I just had to pull another card because I felt like I think there's more to it than, I think it's everything. I think everything is possible. You're rising into joyful abundance, and that includes relationships, that includes having enough, and being able to do whatever you want. So let's take a look. All right, I'm asking the cards how they want me to lay them out. So Eight of Wands messages, and it's falling underneath ancestors. Yes, so you will be getting messages from your ancestors coming in, most definitely. So watch for those synchronicities and things that remind you of a loved one, for them to just say like, okay, yeah, I'm here. Or whatever you were thinking about at that time might be what you may want to rethink and really concentrate on. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Working with others, working to make something beautiful and exceptional, and all levels can learn from each other. So that's under each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. The great wave awaits. What is this telling me? She's waiting for it. She's staying calm. She's staying in her little protective bubble. That's exactly what you need to do, is stay in your little protective bubble. I think other people that are living in fear and anger will be more like this, and protective bubble like this, just a little bit. because we will, we'll get some of that energy back. But, that's why we have a tribe. That's why we um, watch each other and listen to each other and connect with each other. Ace of Cups. And this is falling underneath ancestors. You are loved. You are loved. This is a message of love from your ancestors. That open heart chakra. Middle of the deck. The Hermit. This is someone who is thinking about what is available to them. Looking at things from a higher perspective. Great ideas, great opportunities. She's not acting on it yet. This is the Hermit energy, and it's something that I think you'll see. You don't need to talk about it, whatever you have as a plan going forward until the time is right. So that would be the center of your reading. Your great wave awaits, and be calm, have protection, and things are going to be happening quickly. This is the Chariot. This is moving forward in a very fast way. But this is triumphant energy. So I think that is something, you're like, well, things are just speeding up. I have felt like things have been just flying. I was like, where did July go? I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then poof, quickly, quickly, quickly. And now we're in August. And August will be very busy, especially the middle of the month is astrologically very interesting, to put it mildly. What else we have? Queen of Swords. Again, that independent thinker looking at things from a higher perspective before she makes her decisions. And that is under ancestors, right? I do feel like the ancestors are giving this message of being involved and, letting you make your own decisions, but super supportive and loving and sending you messages of support. So I do feel like they're going to let you make the decision. I say that because my family is Irish. So they have a lot of input into things. And they, how do you put it? They're never wrong, right? So let's see what else. King of Pentacles energy. I do love that. That's underneath the Hermit. So I do think, again, he's relaxed, he's calm, he's with his pet, he's hanging out in the library, which is one of my favorite places. And, you can do your research, you can look at things, you can talk to people who may have some really good advice, right? You'd be surprised at the great advice that you can get from people. And Ten of Swords, this is underneath your great wave of weights. I do think that things are going to be happening quickly. I think there's going to be endings. I think a lot of that is, I feel like that there's not just relationship endings. And there's been plenty of that, and there will be plenty more of that. But there's also work, career, what is important to you, what are you moving towards, right? She's moving forward. And the swords, this is my favorite 10 of Swords, because it's someone who is just going to let all of those past things, she's just walking away from that, right? It's a great energy. So what I want to do next is as I look at this, and I do want to say there's a lot of major arcana here. Major arcana, and this major arcana, well, that's not major arcana, but the center is, and so is the Chariot. So I feel like there's and the major arcana being on the bottom of the deck under the Phoenix rises. I think that there's things that are going to happen that will bring endings. It'll happen quickly. You need to, the great wave awaits. Be in your protective bubble. You can use crystals for protection, all of those things. I will say this is meaning a lot to me because my father passed away on August 1st. And the fact that the ancestor messages are reaching out, I know that there'll be messages coming through from him. But I feel like, these are messages of love and support. And, you're being allowed to make your own decisions, and they just want you to know that they're there. So I think that is very true for me as well. What I want to do is I had picked out a deck, if I can get my hands on it right this second. Ah, 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 here. This is from the Four Agreements. And there's a book called The Four Agreements. These are some oracle cards that have that same feeling to them. So I want to pull some oracle cards regarding what we should doing and basically giving us some nice advice. So let's just shuffle a bit here and see what they have to say. I'll take 3. Oop. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. Oops. Don't make assumptions. Be aware of unconscious assumptions. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. We have agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. Don't make that assumption that people know how you feel. I think one of the beautiful things about this particular new moon is that it's so well connected with the energy of Gemini. And that is about communication. And it's in a very, I call it kind of the friendship um, aspect, because it's a sextile, meaning that it's very friendly and very helpful. And you take advantage of the help. That's where the magic comes in. You take advantage of the help that's offered, or you take an opportunity that is presented to you. That is nice energy. Always do your best. Don't overdo. Always do your best. But don't overdo but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. Always do your best. I really get this energy is more about when it says don't overdo. I always think of Cancer, the sign of Cancer, because it's very much, and there are other signs that are like this, it's very loving and giving. Libra is one of those as well, where they never run out of love, but they do run out of energy. So that is one of the things that you have to watch, because I think this was phrased really weird. But I do agree that in the sense of you don't overdo, because it's up to someone else to have a share in what they're learning. So yes, be helpful and do your best. But don't deplete your energy, because you're going to need it. And that's in a very friendly, calm way. I want one to volunteer. I really do. I want one to volunteer. Okay. This is it. Always do your best. Love and nurture your body. Your own body is a manifestation of God. And if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind. And when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. Love and nurture your body. What a lovely message. I hope you have a wonderful new moon. I hope you take the opportunity to make some very energizing and interesting new moon intentions. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.